educated guess, I'd say that man is alive.
Come with me and see what I see. The terrible worlds that lie between. The realm observed and the realms unseen, where the dark things live while you dream. Join me. Fight on the beholder as I drag your mind into those shadows and corners where you can see like me those things you don't want to believe. Unconditional Shove, the new horror sci-fi graphic novel anthology series, featuring 2 stories and over 80 pages of compelling, action-packed, terrifying fun. In our first story, I'll take you to a place where the otherworldly is made manifest. In this place, the abstract permeates the cosmology. In this place, your fears will construct the most terrifying animations. Because in this place, monsters exist. And in our second story, we stumble upon an ancient friendship between monster and man. And you'll see why it might be best to keep your monsters close and your enemies even closer. In with friends like these. Unconditional Shove Volume 1. A graphic novel for all you lovers of the strange, macabre, and creepy things that we all know exist in the shadows of our universe. Unconditional Shove, back in today on Indiegogo.
Sound for dance music. In its different way, this has its own magic. The magic of an accompaniment tailor-made in the fashion of the day.
Hey, what is going on, everybody? This is your man Jay. Thanks for tuning in. Hail to the chat. Hail General Piggy. Hail Mo motherfucking Biggs. Different night tonight. We're not doing Tuesday. Decided to move to Wednesday. Started talking about talked over with some of the guys. We kind of discussed about bumping it over. And we'll see how this goes. I'm kind of sad right now because there's 2 streamers that I'd probably be watching right now. I'll probably be there's shows on that I would watch. And I'm like, damn. But we're committed. We're going through. Let's get the tunes on so Mo Biggs can make fun of my music choices. Because if it's not Mo Biggs making fun of you, it's not a real stream. So we're going to be playing some synthwave today. Let's add the second camera in here. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, already got it. Bam, Shazam. Got a new setup. Camera's a little different. I got a drawing table or drafting table. That's what I'm working on now. And It's pretty awesome. So I sent the link out to some peeps to see if anybody shows up. But I figured what we do is that there's a big auction that 80s is going to have on his channel first week of April. And I figured what we would be doing is that let's show what we've been working on or what we plan on working on for that auction. Maybe on this stream, or to warm up, we'll have you guys suggest something. But let's see if anybody else shows up. But I'm gonna go ahead and show this piece that I was working on here. This is an experiment. Let's get a nice switch this around. Boom. So this is one of my concepts. I was messing around with this tank. This is all just an experiment, messing around with the some alcohol markers and some gray tones and stuff. Not completely done yet, but needless to say, having a good time. And let's see who else popped in. Andy Contreras. Hell, coming from Lofty Stream, eating some sandwiches and drinking some booze. That sounds like a good time, Andy. Thanks for tuning in, man. That font is horrible, by the way. What the F was I thinking? we got to change that quick. That was Orbitron, and it sounded cool, but man, did that thing look like butt. And it's so hard to read, so let's change that real quick. There we go. We're going to change that. All right. And then let's see here. We got somebody chilling in the back. Let's go ahead first. I got to bring up my snazzy videos here. Where'd they go? It's been a minute. I feel like I'm rusty already. Let's do this. And let's go ahead and we'll bring him on. Hey, what's up, man?
Good evening.
Good evening.
What are you new?
No kid, I took a week off and forgot how to do everything.
Yeah, that's how it goes, man.
Yeah. So, what you up to, my man?
Oh, nothing. I lost track of time, and then I was like, oh shit, yeah. Saw the link.
No kidding, right?
I used to Wednesdays.
Yeah. Well, we'll try it. If it doesn't work, we'll switch back or whatever. But though I did like being on topic lists with Death Metal Hero and even watching it too. So it's kind of nice to be able to do that and not have to worry about streaming.
Right.
So, but then I Love Comics. We Love Comics is on Riot Press's channel, and I love that show too. So I'm like, shit.
You can't win, man. There's always
cannot win.
There's shows all over the place. That's one thing I learned. I was like, well, that's why I don't stream. I'm like, I'll just go on other people's shows because why would I try to keep more airtime?
And that's exactly what I was thinking while I was starting this bad boy up. I was like, maybe I'll just be on other people's shows.
But I like your show, so don't change it.
There we go. Andy, what is up? He says tank is looking awesome. Thank you, sir. Everybody's getting their hails in. And it's been a minute since he's seen you because he didn't know you grew a mustache.
Yeah, I grew a mustache, Latardo. I just want to call you that now. Oh, you could draw a new picture. He did draw a picture of me one time.
Oh, he did?
I was giving him crap about something, and he sent me on Twitter. It was like, it was pretty good. It was kind of like 80s picture that Eddie did that was like, yeah.
Oh, that's cool, man. That's cool.
Yeah,
so I was thinking either
look for it, I can find it and share it.
So I was thinking either we can have. I wonder if Rob's going to show up. I sent the link, but I don't know. That guy's always.
Yeah, I was just talking to him a bit ago, so I'm guessing maybe he will.
We can work on stuff we want to work on, or we can take suggestions from the chat. Either or. I thought it might have been nice to just show the stuff that we've been working on this show because we haven't been showing that stuff, and also maybe kind of use this show as a platform to kind of pump up some of the stuff that we'll be working on or auctioning off on 80s channel in April.
Yeah.
If we
pump up the jam,
yeah. So just some ideas. Otherwise,
I'm down for whatever. I mean, I'm working on the pages. I'm working on are boring, but they're necessary. So, like, they're not stuff I'm like, ooh, look at this. This is what this book's all about.
Okay, but, so maybe we get a suggestion from the chat and then just warm up on something light or whatever they suggest, or if we want to work on it the whole time, we could do that too. We just wing it over here.
No matter to me, man.
All right,
just wing it. Just do whatever.
So chat.
Well, let's see. Like, I think if Yeah, let's do it this way. Here's my suggestion. Anyway, it's your show. You can do whatever you want. But this is my suggestion. If Rob or someone else shows up, then we can try to pick a topic. Maybe. How about that?
Yeah.
Otherwise, if it's just you and me, we'll just like draw and talk.
Yeah, we'll just draw and shoot the shit.
Yeah. Hold on, I'll be right back though. I just gotta grab something.
Sounds good. Also want to, let's see if I could drop that here in the link in the chat. I finally got my merch store up. Actually, I got a domain, right? So it's mightybotstudio.com. And what that's going to do is that is going to link you to my link tree, which has my social media, the Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, but also my store. And the store is Mightybot Studio, and that's where you can get sweet shirts like this. This is a hoodie that I made. This is a prototype that I ordered. Really comfy. I like my stuff big, so I actually got this in 2X, and I'm loving it, man. So yeah, I wear this hoodie all the time. We got this hoodies. I got some zip ups. I did a red version of this. That's a zip up with the Mightybot Studio logo on the back. I'm working on doing some hats, so I ordered a sample of the hats, and then also got a pint glass and a mug along with some other art stuff on there as well. And I'm always adding stuff, and I'm working on stuff for that. So if you haven't had a chance, check out mightybotstudio.com. First link is the store link. You click on it, it'll drop down a drop down menu, and it'll show you some of the items, and then under that it'll actually you can go to the store page. So let's go ahead and throw that in.
There you go. Check it out. Yeah, I like the hoodie, man, and I just like the design a lot.
I figured that this would be like the logo and stuff, and trying to make a brand. I'm following 80s advice to make a brand and not just have it be like,
just random drawings. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's like, I'll never wear another dude's name, and I was like, I could see that. That makes sense.
Yeah, he's weird about that. I'm like,
yes.
I like sports. I wear jerseys. Fuck off.
Yeah. Right.
Sorry, I'm trying to do like Mr. Rogers and not having a good time with it.
Let's see here. Let's do. I love this keyboard that
like,
I
I
got.
won't wear another dude's name on my shirt, and I'm like, dude, all clothes have like some kind of name on them.
Yeah.
I'd rather wear a player I like than some fucking brand I can't stand.
Yeah, I think he'd rather have a brand than like somebody's name.
I get it.
Which is understandable.
Weird about stuff. But no, it's a good idea to brand. Like if I've thought about it. Like, should I design a logo or something just for my own brand? And I'm like, well, right now the book is the brand. So.
There you go. Yeah, I really like Chris Fisk's logo that he has. It was Chris Fisk Media and the rectangle.
Yeah, in the rectangle.
Yeah,
it's
that thing's sharp.
Sharp. It's simple.
Mm-hmm. It is blue. But there is here. Andy asks, is it black or is the light making it blue? No, it is blue. This does come in 4 or 5 colors. Though I think I got a red version of this one. Of course, black. I think I have gray. Maybe like a navy blue. And then I do have a zip up one of this that's black that has like I created a smaller logo that goes on the chest, and then on the back is on the back of the hoodie.
Oh, nice.
So I'm experimenting with that too, having the little Mightybot logo on the chest and the zip up, and then art on the back of the hoodie. I think that'll be cool. I'm trying to do stuff that I would wear when I was in high school, like the old hookups and like skateboarding shirts and shit. Like and stuff on it. Like that's what I'm trying to do.
My ex always tried to get me to do that. She's like, just design something. It could even be your last name, but as long as it looks cool, because she always mentioned Stussy. Which was just the logo, and it sold so well,
Yeah. Yeah. Even though I was like, what does that say? I don't know. It looks cool.
Yeah, it just looked cool. I had to ask what it was. But I saw everybody freaking wearing it, so I'm like, oh.
So let's see. Let me check my messages, see if we heard back from Rob or if he's knee deep in conspiracies.
Well, you could always hit up James.
And the Matrix.
I don't think he'd draw, but he's could commentate.
Yeah, I sent the couple links out. So let's see if we get some more artists in here first, and then I'll resort to James.
Resort to James.
James is on the bench right now.
Yeah, I cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort.
James, nobody else would come on. Would you please come on?
Oh yeah.
So, but in the meantime, Andy or General Piggy or Mo Biggs, if you're hanging out, if you're still here, give us throw out some suggestions to stuff you might want us to draw. If we get a third artist in here, man, we'll go ahead and start.
Hey, did you
start
share this
popping
on Twitter so I can retweet?
I did.
Okay, let me go to your.
I did, but I didn't say we were live, so maybe that's it. Because I was like, 15 minutes, motherfuckers. And
Yeah, well,
I
it's like
posted
you can
Dave
say you're live,
Chappelle.
but you can see it for like, oh, I see.
Yeah. I put the Dave Chappelle gift on there. How can you not click on that shit?
Right? It's intriguing.
Assemble your crew.
So
Oh, that was you. Yeah, also Gabe and them are streaming too. I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh yeah. Well, they always do on Wednesday the Double Impact.
Yeah.
Which I used to watch that quite a bit, but yeah.
Yeah.
I think they started picking movies that I was like, it's not that interesting to me. Like if it's like a movie I'm really interested in, I'm like, oh, I might check it out and talk with them.
Yeah, if you hit the once you start getting heavy hitters out of the way, it's kind of like
yeah. Well, they started doing Arnold like on the Arnold kick, but it wasn't always ones that I liked, Like they did Conan or Terminator. I'm like, okay, those are cool. They Commando, I watched that one. That was kind of fun. But usually I don't even chat. I just have it on in the background while I draw. Because once I start chatting, then I have to say hail, and then next thing you know, you got to hail all these other people back, or you feel bad. So like, I'm not getting any drawing done because I'm talking with people.
Andy says or asks, did James get sent to one of those Canadian re-education camps?
Yes, he's a different person now.
A ton of people subscribe to streaming right now and all day. Good thing, but they off work. Okay, cool. So a lot of people have been streaming today.
Yeah.
It is Hump Day though.
Yeah, first one of the year.
Hump Day. Yep.
And you go. It's your first stream of the year, man.
Here we go. First stream.
Yeah, not the first one you were on, but the first.
First on my channel.
Yeah, I think both you and I were on the New Year's Day on 80s show.
Yeah, that was a fun one, man.
You were there.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
It
was funny because like I came in late and it still wasn't even midnight. He goes live at midnight Eastern, and I'm like, it's not even midnight here, and I was like an hour late.
I think I was already like 4 or 5 deep already. and
you just like
hard tires.
You didn't even say anything. You're like, I just looked over. I'm like, David's gone.
Oh, so
it wasn't that long after that before I was like, oh, I'm drunk. I'm tired. I'm done. Sick of working me.
I hit that wall, and then it was and then my little one woke up. She had an accident, you know what I mean? So I was like, oh, so she wrote.
Yeah, that means party over. Yeah.
And that's kind of my fault because I didn't put the pull-ups on her. We were playing blocks and reading stories. Yeah, and then it was. Then she woke up like, oh, I'm wet. I'm like, why are you wet? I'm like, oh, I didn't put the pull-ups on.
At least it was just that.
Yeah.
Not the other.
Yeah. She's
That'd
pretty
be the worst thing to wake up in.
Yeah, especially when they try to take care of it themselves.
Oh yeah. or when they're really little and they just finger paint. You're like, whoa.
She was yeah, she had an accident like that, but she didn't want to tell nobody, and it wasn't in diapers, it was in her normal underwear, and then so she didn't want to tell nobody, so she's trying to take her pants off, and she, of course, it gets stuck on one foot, so then she's kicking her foot to get her foot out. And it's just like whipping it around her bedroom
all over the place.
Yeah. And then we're like, what is going on? And then we find out, and then I think I might have been at work that time too, so I might have been safe. And my wife tells me what happened. I'm like, okay.
That sucks.
I come back from work, and they're just like, okay. She's like, I cleaned it up. Said, all right. I got home just to put her to bed, and I'm like, why is there? It's on her dresser, it was just like on her lampshade. We didn't get everything, obviously, yeah. So, yes.
Well,
yep. Andy's like, wah!
Well, I don't know what you guys use, but I always used vinegar because it kills odor and germs and stuff. But like, Come home from work when we had toddler age, and they're like, "Why does it smell like vinegar?" Oh, there was an accident.
Yeah.
Oh,
My wife, she sells like Scentsy stuff on the side, so she has like all like the nice smelling cleaners and
tons of
everything.
candles and
Yeah, so she's like, I come home, the house smells like cake, and I'm like, all right, what happened?
yeah.
Somebody peed somewhere. Either it was my daughter or it was the dogs.
I had some unruly cats. They settled down as they got older, but when they were younger, it was like my girl's bed, and that's where they would go. And I'm like, God damn it, like
Yeah,
not having kid accidents anymore. The damn cats.
yeah, that's rough. Yeah, I've
They've
been there
lasted
when-
a long time though. I'm surprised. Because we lived out in the woods, and then they would just we kicked them outdoors. We're like, you're outdoor cats. Fuck off.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
if there's coyotes, figure it out. But they did. They learned how to climb trees. Climb up and down. There's the old thing of the cat in the tree, but they would climb down. Climb up trees,
sure.
climb down them. I think those cats are like 15 years old now.
Oh, geez.
I guess, well, no, 14 years old, because I think my daughter was 2. She's 16 now. So. Yeah, time flies. Can't believe I have a 16-year-old kid.
Wow, yeah. Yeah, mine's turning 5 this year, and I'm like, oh, God.
You got a ways.
I
Well,
do.
my youngest is 11, so still technically have a ways. Not as much of a ways. Yeah, let's see. What do I want to draw? Let's just keep drawing on this. I don't even want to share it because it's just like boring and without any context. It's like,
It's like, what is this?
yeah. Well, again, I'm like, I don't want people to think like, that's kind of what Shove is like. Oh, I'm like, it's just this wrap up page. It was added later, like story wise, it's going to be awesome, but art wise, it's just kind of like, I mean, it's not horrible. It's
Just boring.
yeah, like I said, without context, it's boring, and I don't want to give the context because it's like a
Yeah.
big reveal. It's like a part of the story, the very end of the story, the first one. Because I had the first story wrapped up, and then James threw out this idea, and I'm like, that's great. I like that. So I have to add 2 more pages just to add this like little extra bit to the ending. But it works. I'm like, that's great. And I was like, I thought I was wrapped up on the first story, and now I'm find my pen.
Let's see. Let's shoot Rob the link one more time. Sometimes he doesn't get it.
But I do like that tank girl, man. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's coming out pretty good. I haven't messed around with markers, the grayscale markers, too much. So
Yeah, I don't know. I used to do when I was doing digital, I would do ink wash because it's like way easier. You don't have to like dilute a marker or use a gray.
Mhm.
You just change the opacity.
yeah.
So I would do gray wash on all my digital stuff because it was fun. But then I was like, in traditional pages, I just don't do it because I'm lazy.
Ooh, Andy, backer number 72. It took way too long.
Yay!
Awesome.
I was really selling it on that, like, the page is boring.
It's boring.
Oh.
Sign me up. Bloop, bloop, bloop.
Thank you, Andy. You rock, man. I appreciate it.
Awesome, dude. Awesome. When you shutting that one down, or are you going to keep it on demand for a while?
Oh, for a little while. I mean, I'm still working on pages, so I'm like, why would I shut it down? Until it's actually done and ready to print.
Yeah, that's what everybody does.
And then the other thing is, like, I really want Bastards to get out the door before I shut this one down too, because I'd hate to have like 2 campaigns shut down and kind of like
nothing.
in limbo.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and that one's really close. Jim's been having issues getting some art, and but everything I see just looks amazing, and so it's like it's gonna be worth it. It's just taking a little longer.
Yeah,
it's one of those things.
I mean, which is understandable, honestly. It's like something that's like, I mean, if you're doing indie comics or you're back in you're back in something, it's like, I know stuff happens. I know, issues can happen, or, something might take longer, especially if it's your first book and stuff. So I know what we're getting into when you back something like that. Some people, though, are just retarded about shit like that.
And I mean, there's plenty of books out there that are taking longer, but it's just a principle thing. You're like, I kind of said this would be around the day that it would be going to print, and it's delayed, you know.
Hmm.
But
Oh, I forgot.
while
to
that's
say-
delayed, he has other irons in the fire that he's, not just sitting still waiting, you know.
Let's
So
see,
some
I
cool
haven't
stuff
seen-
on the horizon.
Let's see. I forgot to invite.
Once
Drew,
again, Andy,
man.
thank you so much. I do appreciate that, man.
I haven't talked to Drew in a while, man.
Oh yeah, old Drew.
Yeah. Drew
Draws.
Yeah. Well, I know he's been super busy. Hopefully, he's been able to work on this comic.
Yeah, I think his actual job was keeping him quite busy, from what I remember.
Yeah.
Which, that's the reality too. Is like we have other lives, It's like,
Yeah.
I go on streams and I draw, but like, yeah, I got to make actual money to take care of my family. My
Yeah.
actual job.
It's kind of a
Although-
blessing and a curse, though. You got that leeway. I mean, that luxury that you can like not have to worry about like rushing and taking your time because it's kind of like a side gig. You're like,
Yeah.
okay, cool. I'm ready. I got the book 90% done. All right, here. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm gonna
Less
launch
time.
it. So that is kind of that is a benefit to when you're kind of doing this part.
That is a benefit,
have
but the downside is that you just don't have as much time, because I have like a pretty big commute. Like it's at least an hour each way
Mhm.
To my job, and then 8 hours a day, and then plus when I get home I got to eat. It's like all this stuff that just gets in the way. And then I'm streaming, I'm sitting here talking, not drawing. But whatever gets in the way, and then you're like, oh, I've got this little bit of time. I gotta really, try to get some stuff done. And then when my kids were out here, it's different when they were living here. I mean, when I had them on the weekends, and it would be like all dedicated to them, I would do some drawing. But when they came out after they moved, it's like, I only got so much time with you. I'm not going to draw that much. Not going to stream that much.
Yeah, and that's understandable, man.
Yeah, it's another part of it.
Is this
So it seems like only Andy's hanging out. Maybe Andy has a suggestion, but I don't know.
Yeah, Andy, what you want to
Keep working
suggest,
on
man? So you don't have to look at Odin's boring art. What do you want? What do you want us to,
for?
yeah. What do you want us to
Joke's
draw?
on you.
Man?
You paid for it.
It's too late now, sucker.
No, it's not, because I've had some people recant already. So
Well, fuck those
that
guys.
sucks. Well, I was hoping that wouldn't happen like right before the time the campaign ended, because we were
Mhm.
refunded. And I was like, I hope somebody doesn't like pull out like last second, and then all of a sudden it's like, no, you didn't fund. Like,
Oh yeah.
because we were just barely over the line,
Mm-hmm.
So the marker
I might
you're
have
using, what kind is that?
These are Walmart shitty markers. Here's the
They're
problem.
Walmart shitty brand.
Yeah, Walmart shitty. There's Azure.
Azure. I've actually heard of those.
But this is from Walmart. Here's the problem. I don't know what fucking color this is. Like, gray, cool gray 3, cool gray 4, like, because they all start coming out. So
They
before
don't
I used
have.
it, they did. See,
Oh,
like they did
so-
have it.
It goes away too fast.
Yeah.
It's barely on there.
So they like rubbed off. So it's like, like they're on there. So now I'm just like, so before I grab it, I pick it up and then I have to like, okay, that's the one I want.
Oh yeah, so keep a scratch page or something.
Yeah, and I haven't. Yeah, here's my scratch page right here.
I don't know. My microns do that too. Like this one, it's like totally rubbed off, and then the top's gone. I'm like, without looking at it, but I can kind of tell how fine point it is by pulling the cap off. But I
Yeah.
also go, if it's that worn down, it's one I like. So
That's one of the
I know
utility
that.
ones.
yeah, that's one I like.
But it's like even the shades are weird. So like if you're looking here, so like this is like a 2 or a 3, like this one right here that I'm pointing at. So
Yeah.
that's like a 2 or a 3, and then like this is 4.
Oh yeah, it's way darker.
And and I don't know if that's how they
Nothing in
are.
between.
It's like,
Well, yeah.
you know, and I don't know if that's how they all are, or if that's just because it's these. So, I think I'm gonna go with Copics, man. Get those a shot.
Copics, I mean, it's an investment. I looked into it. I'm like, yeah, that's a bit, but
It's like $30-$40 for like just the gray. Like I just want the gray scale. Like there's like 6 of them. Maybe it's like
yeah,
50?
I don't know. That seems about
maybe?
right, but that still seems like a high price tag. But honestly, with how much use you get out of them, it's probably not that bad.
Mm-hmm. Andy doesn't have any suggestions. Well, god damn it, Andy. What good are you, dude?
What good are you besides back in unconditional shove, which I'm eternally grateful.
Just got done eating and drawing myself, stuck in how to fill a background, so it's not all open space. I'll try to think of something.
Well, what's the foreground? I could help you.
Mm-hmm. What's the foreskin? I mean, foreground.
What's the foreskin? The story, Morning Glory.
Let's see. Is that a 3? Is that a 2? Yeah, I might go to the good old go to the bookshelf behind me. Be like, what do I got here?
Oh, for ideas.
What would be fun to draw? Yeah, that's why I started kind of purging some of my game stuff, not getting rid of it, but just like packing it away of the stuff that I don't play. You know,
Yeah.
I had 3 Nintendos up, just stored on the shelf for some reason. You know, it's like I don't need 3 Nintendos here. I already got one that we use. Yeah,
all good ones.
Mm-hmm. So I was like, all right, well, let me just box them up, put them in my closet. You know, so
That's something cool. The lighting won't do it justice at all, but
oh man, that is sick, dude.
Yeah, that's the original. I got it from Germany.
Oh man, dude, that is great.
Skunk Artworks. Andy, if you're not following Skunk Artworks on Twitter, do it, or Instagram.
Yeah, his stuff is great. That is cool, man.
Got my Vite on it. I was like, this looks like a cover for a 1970s sci-fi novel or something,
or even like a metal. A metal band vinyl.
Oh yeah.
Put that shit on the side of a van.
Yeah, no, Skunk killed it. Then I saw his. He did submission for the Boots and Heels contest as well, and his was pretty badass.
Awesome.
Yeah, all fully painted, hand painted like that.
I know, man. It's like I want to enter more of those, but I was like, and this is gonna sound stupid, but I don't want to put forth the effort.
Stupid.
You know what I mean? Like
I got goaded into
it. You know, but it's like I do not want to like work hours and hours and hours on a piece and be like, here you go, and it was like, man, I'm like, shit, I'm working on my own shit.
So you should be watching. Let me I'll put the link, or maybe I'll have to send it to J-Bot and he can put it on there.
Yeah,
I don't know, I'm probably wrenched on here.
Yeah, you got to be wrenched.
Yeah, I'm wrenched. Okay.
If not, we're gonna fix
Let
that.
me
real
put
quick.
Skunk Artworks. I mean, there's a chance you're already following him for all I know.
Does he stream or anything too?
No, I've never seen him on streams. I've only follow him on Twitter. But he's talked about doing some more stuff for Broken Compass in the future. So,
oh, that's cool.
Yeah, which is great because I love everything he does. There you go, Andy. Follow Skunk Artworks. One of the best, kind of undiscovered artists out there. I think people are starting to realize he's really good and getting more followers.
Yeah.
I know Aldous retweets him a lot, and a few other 80s. Also found him in see all his good stuff. But
yeah, better get him while
he retweets a lot too.
Always able to get got. You know what I mean, too. Sometimes you come across an awesome artist. You're like, oh, let me get a piece or two from him before people find out how good he is. And
yeah, before the price goes up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, which is good which is good for him too.
Oh yeah, he should definitely, make money of what he's doing. Like some of his commissions and stuff are just ridiculous.
That's so in this space I'll meet other artists and be like, I wonder how much that guy will cost to color, or how much that guy, or or make a do a logo or something, and
Yeah.
and I'll talk to other people. Well, he's not cheap. I'm like, I'm not expecting him to be cheap. Like,
Yeah, well, you don't know till you ask, so you can.
but
just
you know what I
say,
mean. But it's like I don't want to. If I want to hire somebody to do something, like I want to have Robo color that piece of the girl. I'm not asking. He's my friend. I'm gonna pay him what he wants because he's my friend.
yeah,
I'm not looking for discounts. I don't like friend discounts. I want to pay you what you're worth. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Always.
Because I feel like that's what a true friend would do. Would be like, all right, it's your price, cool, man. I'll figure it out.
Right.
I'm not about to haggle and hem and haw if you're my buddy.
No, God, there's no haggling with buddy.
Yeah, you know what I mean. It's
but
like,
on the same hand, like if you asked me, I would just naturally give you a good price. But yeah, I would be kind of like turned off if you were haggling with me.
Yeah, no, I'm not expecting anything.
Right. Yeah, and that's the thing. You don't ever expect it.
Mm-hmm.
This shit takes time.
Yeah.
It takes real time.
And sometimes people forget that there's a reason why you're inquiring about getting something done.
Yeah.
You're like, good Lord, that's expensive. It's like, well, there's a reason you want it done, right?
Yeah. You came to me for a reason.
Exactly.
And here's my fee.
Mm-hmm.
What is this? Yeah, and I don't mind, like, I could share some stuff that might get auctioned eventually.
Yeah.
Just hold
I have a
something.
list of stuff that I'm probably gonna do. I'm really leaning toward maybe like an Astro Boy Mega Man piece would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
I just want to. I think I might. And here's my kind of thing, I mean, like, I really want to draw Frog G.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? And just because he looks super fun to draw, you could do like some wild shit with that style and just him as a character. I like his design and stuff with the tools and everything.
Right.
But it's like, I don't know if I feel comfortable selling art of a character of somebody I don't know. Is that like I don't know.
Well, I wouldn't think anything of it if it were you did something for shove or something like that, and then you sold the original. Like, it's your original, you can do whatever you want with it. So I would never be weird about it. But I mean, again, it's like as easy as just asking.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, I do this. And for all you know, they would be like, "Hey, we'll pay for that."
Oh yeah, be like, sweet.
You never know. Yeah. Yeah, Rob was working on some for an Unconditional Shove fan piece, and then we were kind of talking about, potential for the next campaign, doing something with it.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, it looked pretty cool. He had only shown me his in his first part, and it wasn't like inked. It was just getting started. But yeah, he hasn't seen that, so so yeah, he's MIA.
Yeah, it's a bummer, man. I'm gonna ask him, how about Wednesdays? But then I know he was talking about not drawing on streams because of AI or whatever.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
But then he's doing his own draw streams. So I'm like, what?
No, what?
Like, I'm confused.
Is he doing? I didn't see his draw stream. Was he sharing it?
I think I don't know if it was.
He could be like just drawing and like hanging out, because he kind of does that anyway, and then he kind of shows at the end, maybe. But from what I've seen, he usually doesn't show the process a whole lot.
Yeah, I mean, it's called draw stream.
Well, yeah.
So like,
well, I'm sitting here with my camera off. But I've shown enough. Yeah, actually, hold on a sec. I'll go grab some stuff.
If I'm gonna do the treads on this thing or not. I had treads on it last time. Let's see. I think I'm gonna go grab something. Let's see what I got over here.
J-Bot, you're getting robbed. Oh, it's you.
It's me.
Me.
Let's see, maybe some fantasy stuff.
Oh, that's always good.
You know, maybe some fantasy stuff. Let's see. You know, here we go. Let's look. I know there's a reason I held on to these D&D monster manuals. And I never played Dungeons and Dragons in my life.
But the artwork, yeah.
Yeah, and it's the idea of some of the monsters and stuff.
Oh yeah.
I was like, cool, man. So I somebody brought them into the store to sell them, and I was like, I'll buy those.
Well, it's like it created Vidon the Beholder, and I was looking around, like what characters are kind of using that name. Is there anything like super big? No, there's nothing out there called Vidon, but the Beholder was a very famous D&D monster.
Yeah, with all the
like
eyes and shit.
Covered in eyeballs and like a floating blob.
Yeah. Yeah, it's on the cover of the manual, of the monster manual.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is a pretty famous D&D monster.
Yeah, I'm sure everybody's seen it.
Yeah.
Eric Grant, what is up, bud? Thanks for coming on in.
What's up, Eric? Good to see you, man. Leaped brethren.
Eric says, why is J-Bot impersonating Blair Witch over there in the background?
He didn't have enough snot bubbles.
Yeah, right? Oh, God. It was real when it came out. It's all real, dude.
Oh, yeah, people say that. I'm like, you guys
yeah, we're stupid kids.
I just love the scary movie spoof on that.
All right, let's check out Monster Manual.
You do the manual. I do the monster manual. Look at all those awesome images.
Red slad. Let's see. Let's get into. I want to get into the actual. Let's say. Oh, Pit Fiend is cool. Let me move my light.
Fiend. This is like an old target, though.
Yeah. Lemur Imp. Horn Devil. That guy's Ice Devil. That guy's pretty cool.
Ice Devil. That'd be fun.
Oh, that guy's pretty cool.
That looks like a grasshopper.
That's just some chick.
That's just a chick. She got wings.
Chain Devil looks pretty neat.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah, I like that.
It's kind of like Scorpion.
Yeah.
But speaking of which, I could show you some of it. I'll show some of the pieces I may or may not be auctioning off. We'll see. I don't know if I ever want to auction this one. Speaking of Scorpion, but maybe someday. It's in a big old frame, too.
Is this the Sub-Zero Scorpion one?
Yeah, and Raiden.
Oh, that one was awesome. I'm making me make you big. Get big, homie. Oh yeah. Dude, that's so cool.
This is the one I don't think I ever want to auction though. Like I may, but
dude,
one of my
yeah,
favorites I've ever done.
that's an awesome one. Just what you did with the ground too. It was like just I could tell it's like a outworld desert.
Yeah, well, I wanted it to be like just some kind of crazy Mortal Kombat style landscape, but I didn't want to draw buildings to take away from the characters. So I was like, oh yeah, let's make like desert, like salt flats. So this one too.
Oh, that's a cool one.
Yeah, Hela and Thor, and then Loki down there getting the business.
It's like, how dare you beat up my brother? Only I beat up my brother.
Yeah, exactly. There's a little family feud going on.
Yeah. Cool.
Well, I went with the old school Thor design on that one. And the old school logo too.
Angels are boring, man. We don't do that shit.
What's that one? Like, the one that looked like Alien.
This one?
Yeah, what's that?
Ankheg?
Ankheg.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like the queen.
A rug of smothering.
Oh, that would be fun to draw. A rug. A rug of smothering. Better be wearing your boots of escaping when the rug of smothering comes.
Animated armor. Sounds pretty neat. Let's see. Let's see some crazy shit. And see all the different here's all the different beholders, I guess.
Yeah. Different iterations. Death
cool. That's a cool one.
Cyclops skull, basically.
Yeah. And then, like, I guess the other eyes, but without the tentacles, just floating around it and shit. That's cool. Spectator.
Spectator. So Spectator, Dictator, and their baby Tater Tot. No, you know which one I was telling you about? Like the auction pieces I sent to Wackass.
Mm-hmm.
The only one he didn't get that was because I was like, I think I might send this to you someday because it was the when I did Corn Pop, the acorn monster.
Oh.
And I was like, Corn Pop's a bad dude. I'd send that to you because that was, I don't know, a specific, your daughter's monster, basically.
Yeah, we threw some extras in there for you in your packet here. I'm gonna drop it off tomorrow.
Nice. Carry-on crawler. Excited to get it, man.
Chimera.
That's
a lot of
real
work.
That's a real monster. Yeah. Or we could just give parameters, kind of like the acorn, and just design our own monsters.
Exactly. Yeah, we'll just do our own.
I like. How about the crab pincher thing? I may incorporate that into a monster.
This thing?
Yeah.
Chul.
Chul
or Chul. Chuul.
I would say Chul.
Chul or Chul. Chul sounds like, what are you doing, you stupid Chul?
Chul the Conqueror.
Yeah, so you just want to do like your own like D&D monster or some shit?
Yeah,
we can do that, man.
Let's submit them to what's the company? I always forget.
Is that Wizards of the Coast now or something?
Is that what they're called now? It used to be
it used to be something.
TSR.
Yeah, I think Wizards of the Coast bought them out or something. Now Wizards of the Coast owns Magic and Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh damn!
I think Werewolf.
Big flex, man. Like we got bigger than you and we bought you, the originators.
Yeah, Werebear
looks badass.
Yeah. This guy got an axe. Werebore, that one's kind of cool. Got a hammer.
Boring.
Tiger got a bow. Like they're just like people. Like, what's up, man?
Yeah, you'd think like were animals don't use weapons. In my mind.
Because that means you'd have to turn, right?
Yeah, they're like kind of mixed.
That's for the weebs, man.
I don't know.
So we
Your
gotta make
camera's freaking me out. It's not.
Oh, is it? Gotta be like, it's for the people want to be half cat people. We got to do that for the weebs.
Oh, the furries, yeah.
Yeah.
The furrykins. Furrykins. Those weirdos. Ooh, that one looks like a J-Bot design.
Yeah, these guys are kind of creepy. These fucking guys are kind of creepy. I'm like, whoa. Mono drones. Modrons.
Oh, we got Hocky here. What's up, Hocky?
Hey.
Werebean.
Werebean?
Werebean.
Where you been?
Where you being?
Where you been, man? What's up, Hocky? Yeah, I'll shoot you the link, man, if you want to hop on. We haven't started drawing yet.
Wereweaves.
Wereweaves. Wereweaves. They just turn into like a body pillow or some shit. Ugh.
Yeah. I would just draw Robo with some extra hair.
Let's see, was that it? Boop. Okay, I think the link is. There we go. Let's give that a shot.
Yeah, finish on your table looks sweet.
Yeah, this is my. I was talking to my buddy. He's like, "Yeah, man, I think I'm gonna get a drafting table." He's like, "I got one. If you want it."
Yeah, good solid drafting table's nice. I got the stupid Hobby Lobby one. It's clear glass, which is cool, but it's like.
But that one has a spot for pencils, right? Like a cup.
Yeah, it's got this like foam with all these like cutouts on it.
Yeah, that's my struggle. Is I'm like, my cup's over here.
Does your cup overfloweth? Well, that's the thing. I still set them on this table next to me like an idiot. I'm like, I could put them in there, but I don't know why.
Some about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. So we're gonna draw. Let's see. Just have to put the shopping away. Cool. Hocky will hop on. I sent him the link. We're probably gonna do our own D&D monsters, Hocky, or a D&D monster, or fantasy monster. Doesn't have to be beholden.
I think it should be a wear something.
You think a wear something?
Wear something. A where you been? Where you been?
That does sound pretty neat. Throw these right here for now.
There's some guy selling wares. Werewolves, werebears.
He's a were merchant. Let's see.
That would be the name of his store. Where you been? Where you been?
Where you been?
Where you be? Think here. Set up my camera and switch. Switch to the crouch camera.
There you go.
And change my lighting so I can see what I'm doing.
Change to the money camera. Oh, I need some restraints. Wear something could work. Yeah, let's do our wear. We'll do our wear. And you can make up your own or do something that exists. Who cares?
Yeah.
Synth just put me to sleep. The synth stuff is putting me to sleep, man.
I don't want that, man. Don't go to sleep on me.
I was like, ugh. My wife was mad at me. She's like, you come home from work, you take a nap, and you go stream. It's like I always get sleepy Jason. I never get like normal Jason. I'm like, well, I'm sorry.
Sorry, duty calls.
You gotta start,
Sleeping.
yeah, why don't you start streaming, sweetie?
There you go. I remember my ex, last girl I was with, she was a crazy personality, so she would have done great on stream, but like she was always like, oh yeah, we should do something together. I'm like, that actually would be kind of cool. I'd just have her like be like crazy and annoying, and I would just sit there and draw and be like, fuck off, leave me alone.
Oh, we gotta hit play. I don't want that either.
Oh, let's see. Look up something else.
Mm-mm. Let's do that one. Mrs. H. Hey, YouTube just auto dropped me here. Hope everyone is well tonight. Oh, hey, Mrs. H. Thanks for tuning in.
What's up, Mrs. H?
So what you have stumbled upon
Auto drop.
is this is a art jam. So what we do is that we pick a subject, or the chat picks a subject, and that's what we draw for tonight. So tonight we're gonna do a wear something. We don't know what yet. But
I
some
know
kind of fantasy creature. Is what we're gonna be drawing tonight.
It's like werewolf, werebore, where you been? The best one.
True. What's up, man? I'm not set up for drawing. You still want me in there? Of course, dude. Come on in and let me know when you pop in so you don't sit backstage for 30 minutes. I mean, even if you're just chilling, I mean, even if you're just drawing and then you want to hold it up, man, that's cool too, man. That doesn't have to, that's cool. Just come hang out, dude. Mrs. H says, "Ooh, sounds awesome. Cool. Well, I appreciate you stumbling by and hopping on in here. We'll do our best to entertain you. But again, we are drawing, so
Yeah. And hopefully not offend you as well, because
absolutely, we'll
that
try.
can happen.
Dude, I think my kneaded eraser finally kicked the bucket, man. I kept trying to erase with it and just kept making my paper dirty.
Black smudge lines. Yeah.
Yeah,
The
I'm
same
like,
thing. Time for
it's
a
probably
new
10
one.
years old, man. I was like, this thing's old.
Oh, mine aren't even 10 years old. They're like a year old. I'm already getting that.
Oh, right. So where? I need a where. Where?
What to wear?
Let's see. Well, we're just gonna start going and figure it out on the way.
Yeah, sometimes that's the best way to go about it.
And whatever it is gonna be big. So. Yeah, the more I think about it, the more I might. I start returning back to that kids book idea, like the kids book, just doing a kids book instead of a comic.
Go back to the original idea. I thought you had something there. I just don't see it out there, and I think there might be a market for it. As long as somebody, if no one else is doing it, it's either because there's no market. But I think there is, man. I just think no one else wants to, and that's all there is to it.
Yeah, just do like it'll be like fantasy kid adventures, like just fantasy adventures.
Yeah,
inside the world of that steampunk world I'm creating, and then can always do a spin-off comic or whatever. But since I'm building the world, I can do stuff in it. Werebear? Yeah, I mean, we could do a werebear. I mean, everybody's a werebear. Like, it could be one established. I'm trying to think outside the box. Is what I'm trying to.
Yeah, I mean, I'm already in on this werebear thing, so
Yeah.
whoever said that, I'm like, yeah, werebears.
Yeah, once you see it, you're like, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Wear clothes. Is that wear clothes? Hockey?
No, I don't like that. Backstab. It's easier than erasing at this point.
Yeah, I hear ya.